Hello, my name's Mike and I'm from Access Irrigation Limited. Today we're looking at travelling sprinklers, and this one in particular is the Speedy Rain 25/50. A very light, compact little unit with a low pressure piston operating system, which means it can operate from as little as 2.2 bar up to 3.9 bar with a standard nozzle, standard sprinkler on it. It comes complete. It has a connection hose and it has 50 meters of pull-out hose with the sprinkler attached to the end of it. We'll go through the finer details in a moment. Very easy and lightweight to move around. So it has a carrying handle that is detachable, so if you need to get it in the back of a van or a small car, you can do so. If we have a look at the front of it, we have the sprinkler, which rotates backwards and forwards. We have a lock bar here with a cutout unit, so once it's operating, once it reaches the end, it will switch itself off. Another useful feature. We've also got on this side a filter with a Geeker type fitting. Makes it very, very simple. Now you can operate this providing you've got a decent water supply straight off a tap, or in this case we've got an irrigation system that we can connect it into. A couple of things you need to be aware of when you're setting the unit up. First of all, the connection into the unit is via its own lay flat hose. You get about a 4 meter length of this, so you can be a fair distance away from your water supply. That just clicks in like any Geeker type fitting. Very easy. Next thing you need to be aware of is to make sure you remove the lock and the piston actuator arm. Otherwise you won't be able to withdraw the pipe from the unit. They simply unhook, and that allows then the hose reel to free move. So at this end we have the sprinkler, which does the watering, and this is mounted on a hard metal sled that slides along the ground level. Don't run it on gravel because you'll either damage that or damage the pipework itself, and don't run it on over long grass. Make sure the grass has been well mowed, and you want to be doing that anyway to allow the water to soak in. Now you don't set this at 360 or even 180 degrees. What you mustn't do is have any water going back over the machine. So this is set at 170 or thereabouts to make sure it's well clear of the machine when it's operating. Now to adjust it is very simple. There's two little metal pegs at the back here. You alter those depending on which side needs altering. Now this will give, at its minimum pressure, something like 22 meters diameter spread, and on its maximum pressure it will give 26 meters diameter spread, so it gives a fair strip. So if you've got a football pitch, for example, you could run it across the pitch and do it that way. As I say, it comes with 50 meters of hose, and to pull that out you pull the bar forward here and then you simply just pull it out like that. Pull it out neatly, and I'll show you how that operating mechanism, the cut-off operating mechanism works when we set it totally up. Okay, to set the machine up you need to obviously pull the sprinkler out to the position that you want it to be in. As I say, there's 50 meters of piping here, a supply pipe. You don't have to pull out the whole 50 meters. If you want to pull out the whole amount, just leave a couple of coils on there just to make sure that it rewinds correctly. So to do it, you just simply pull out. Don't forget to remove the locking bars at the back, and then you can just simply evenly pull it out. Okay, one thing you must do is to lock the machine into position. You do that by simply pushing down on the front, and the 2 feet pegs here will locate it and then lock the machine solidly, so you'll be able to withdraw that back again. Next thing you need to do is pull this little disc, pull that out and hold that into position like so. And what that does is it allows it to move back again, and when the sprinkler comes back and locks on that, it will turn the machine off. The other thing you need to be aware of is to make sure that this hose supply is not kinked at all. So just route that to make sure it's got a nice flow round there. And the next thing, and the final thing you need to do, is put the lock bar back in and the piston actuator, most important, or else it won't work. There you go, ready for action. Here you can see the operating system working. This piston fills up with water going through the machine and then operates the lever and then drops back down. It vents that water through this little overflow pipe here. If you want to stop the machine at any time, all you need to do is operate this lever at the bottom here. That'll stop the piston arrangement and just allow the sprinkler to operate in one position. As I say, the rewind speed will vary according to how much pressure you've got going through the system, because the water not only has to work the sprinkler, but obviously work this mechanism as well. But it's very simple, very effective. Even with the modest pressure, you can operate this machine.